Percy Jackson, Here or Not by Rick Riordan. This is a digital critique of Rick Riordan's novel Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief. This story is about a boy who is a demigod but doesn't know it yet until he discovers something. There's this thing that we call the hero's journey. Every hero's journey will have the following. First, there's the natural birth, then there's the call to adventure, then the supernatural helper, and the weapon that they get. Then there's the crossing the threshold, and then there's the trials, then the reconciliation with his or her father or mother, and last but not least, the return home. Movies like Batman or Spider-Man and Star Wars use this system to make their stories awesome. That is what I'm going to tell you about now. I will only talk two of the hero's journey topics, and one of them that I'm going to choose is the unnatural birth and the supernatural helper. I gotta tell you a couple things, and that is that Percy has ADHD. That is a disorder where you can't focus very well. It turns out that Percy doesn't have ADHD, but he has dyslexia. When he reads ancient Greek words, he understands it, but when he reads English, it's pretty hard for him. And then there's the other thing that I gotta tell you. It's that Zeus thinks that Percy stole his lightning thief, and that's not pretty good because nobody should do that. And so Percy doesn't have it because he doesn't even know what the lightning bolt is. And if he doesn't return it by summer solstice, then there will be a very, very big war between the gods. So let's start with the natural birth. Some of you might already know what's gonna happen, but I'll just tell you anyway. Percy was the son of a god, and that god's name was Poseidon. I mean, how often does that happen in the world? Never! Percy knew about his father until he came to Camp Half-Blood. He started getting powers because Poseidon is his father, and he is the water god. Everyone noticed and got really freaked out. Then he figured out that he is the son of Poseidon. And now, let's go over to the supernatural helper. That, of course, is his best friend Grover. There's just one problem that Percy did not know about Grover. He was a satyr, and still is. You might not know what a satyr is. It is an animal which is a goat person. And Grover was half person and goat, so he'd goat legs. Grover never wanted to tell Percy until he would figure out it all about his father being Poseidon. And that is how it all happened. Miss Dodds, Percy's math teacher, attacked him and wanted him to give the lightning bolt to her, but he didn't know what was going on. And then Grover freaked out and told him everything about Percy. But Percy did not know what was going on again. So Grover really freaked him out, but then they went over to Percy's home and told Percy's mom everything, and then Grover was taking off his pants. And then Percy asked him why he was doing that, and then he saw the furry legs, and he got such a shock because he never thought his friend would be a satyr. Then Grover explained everything, and then some weird cow came, which is called a minotaur, and was chasing them over to Camp Half-Blood. Then the minotaur killed Percy's mom, and Percy killed the minotaur because he was mad. And so Luke, a guy from Camp Half-Blood, who was the son from Hades, Hercules actually was the one who stole the lightning bolt. And all this time, everyone thought Percy was the one who had the bolt. And then Percy found the bolt and gave it to Zeus, and he finally saw his dad for the first time in such a long time. So then Percy got one wish, and he brought Grover back from the underworld, and his mom was alive again. And that's it. Thank you for listening, and I hope you would get to see the movie because it's pretty good too.